sounds, ignoring the calls, she shutting that down. Started at the top, then I'm taking it down off the champagne. Took a break from the brown on a rampage, I've been giving it brown. Shawty been solid some time now, I'm my life for the wine, dine, and I'm with it. Look where we started and look where we at, I can see where we headed, but I can't see me finish. 3 years ago, I was down on my last, was stuck at the crib, I couldn't get out of my bed, then I realized it's all in my head. And I can't go back to the past, yeah. Except now I'm moving, put all in the music for more like a movement is brewing. I cannot picture us losing. I'm sharp when I shoot it, the world is my tutor. She wanna live block in public, but know that I'm published, we settle for safety. Not in the street, but I'm on the same muscle, that schedule been driving her crazy. They talk like they know me, but know that they bluffing unless it's somebody that pays me. Keep minding your business, the money been printed, my nigga just gotta go get it. I'm in the zone through the winter, I'm trying to see Rome, see Venice. I'm at the summit, I'm thumbing my budget, my nigga, it's nothing, just part of my image. I need a minute, I know they live it, admit it, I'm teed up. Little baby, she a teaser, tell her to follow the leader. I put that weight on my shoulders, so let's run up the check in my knees, yeah. Really not nobody real, it feel like the stars align and you can see, yeah. Just look at the drip, it's lit. I've been on 10, I've been on 10, I'm active, yeah.
Stepping out, seatbelt.
Step out.
I'm opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening the
off
door.
of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro.
Step out.
Can I move my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's up, family? It's your boy Deonte, and I'm back with another video, and I am in total fucking awe. Total awe. Excuse my language. But I need y'all to lock in on this one, because what happened to Terence Bud Crawford, literally hours after receiving the keys to his city of Omaha, should piss every last one of us off. The man was basically in his car. The cop said it was some kind of reckless driving or whatever. He gets pulled over. Next thing you know, the cops got a gun in his fucking face. And for what? For what? You know, in my opinion, it's for being a black man in America. For daring to exist while driving. That was the real crime. That was the real crime. You know, first of all, let's call this out. How do you, as a city employee, not know who Terence Bud Crawford is? The same man your city just honored. The same man your city just celebrated with keys to the damn city. That shows you right there. They don't care about who you are, what you've done. They don't care about nothing. How many lives you've inspired. Because at the end of the day, in their eyes, you're still just another black man who's a threat. You're just another nigga. I'm just going to put it out there. And here's the kicker. It's legal to have a fucking firearm in this country. It's called the Second Amendment. But somehow when a black man has a firearm, or assume that he have one, all of a sudden it's seen as a deadly threat. You know, white folks can walk around state capitals with AR-15s, storm the state capitol, storm the White House, and nobody blinks. Nobody bats an eye. But if you're a black man and the word gun is even whispered, you might not make it home. You might not make it home. You know, I apologize in advance. But if you're not afraid of black men, women, and children, why in the entire hell are you working in law enforcement? That is not the job for you. If your first instinct is fear, if your first instinct is draw my gun, you don't need a badge. You, buddy, you need a new career path. You need to do something different, because law enforcement is not for you. That is not your job. That was not your calling. I'm pretty sure, I understand your uncle, your grandfather, my dad, somebody was probably in law enforcement. And you want to carry on the tradition. But you, buddy, that's not for you. It's not for you. And you know, I hear they give polygraph tests to law enforcement applicants. When they going through the process, I hear that it is polygraph test administered. Well, the number one question should be, are you afraid of black men, women, and children? And if the answer is yes, if the heart rate spikes, the truth come out, they should be disqualified, denied on the spot. No badge, no gun, no authority, no nothing. Go get a job at Wendy's or McDonald's. But you and I both know, if they ask that question for real, and you know, all these people in law enforcement now, if they job depended on it, 98% of those positions will be empty tomorrow. 98% of those jobs will be empty tomorrow. And maybe that's just what they need. The clean house. You know, I'm fucking over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Some people might say, well, Bud, we'll stop for reckless driving. Let me tell you something, man. From personal experience, their definition of reckless driving is whatever they decide to say it is that day. A little swerve, you tapping your brakes too hard, not signaling quick enough, anything, they'll call it reckless driving just so they can justify pulling you over. And when they do, they don't come calm. They don't come professional. They come in guns blazing, ready to snatch you out the car, throw you on the ground, and find a reason. They want to find a reason. Think about it. Think about it. One wrong move, one misunderstanding, one officer with too much adrenaline. And we be talking about Bud Crawford in past tense. It's bullshit. And let's not forget what we're talking about. This is a man who's a father of 6, a world champion in 3 divisions, a man with no scandals, no drama, no headlines outside of being one of the greatest fighters in the world. A man who literally just got honored by his city for putting Omaha on the map. And yet, hours later, he's got a gun to his head by the same system that's supposed to serve and protect. If that doesn't tell you how fragile life is, as a black man in America, I don't know what else does. You could be a champion of the world, a role model, a provider for your family. It's still all it takes is one cop's fear to erase you from existence. This is why we keep saying police reform isn't some optional conversation. It's life or death. What happened to Bud was disgusting. It was disgusting and despicable. I'm losing my voice. And it's not just about him. It's about the thousands of interactions happening every single day, night in, night out, day in and day out, to brothers and sisters and our children across this country who don't have the fame or the spotlight. They don't have that fame to protect them. For them, the camera doesn't roll. For them, there's no public outcry. For them, it just ends with a hashtag and a funeral. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. If this situation doesn't light a fire under your ass, if this doesn't make you see how urgent police reform is, then nothing will. Because right now, it's a crime just being a black man in America. Bud Crawford survived this one. But how many men and women and our children don't? And how long before we get tired of saying rest in peace and start demanding never again? It got to be a change. And it starts with calling it out, holding them accountable. But guess what? They're never held accountable. They're rarely held accountable. Rarely. It's a slap on the wrist. Paid time off. Paid time off with pay. Administrative leave with pay. 3 months later, come on back to work. Or you get dismissed from that department and they go work in the next neighboring city's department. No accountability. No accountability. None. Qualified immunity. All this bullshit. We got to start making sure the world knows that we're not a threat. Black men, we're not a threat. Black women and our children, we're not threats. The real threat is a system that refuses to change. That's the real threat. That's the real threat. It's a crime just going to work, working third shift. And if you in a uppity neighborhood and you get some asshole, some pink-toed asshole that just have a suspicion. You're suspected of a crime. You look suspicious. What's suspicious? If you're just going to work, what's suspicious? Oh, we have drunk drivers because you swerved a little bit. I don't know, not one perfect driver, but one interaction can lead to somebody being erased from this earth forever. Life can change so quick for us. Life can change so quick, and it's sad, man. I'm happy that Bud came out of this situation unscathed. This man just had got the keys to the city. The keys to the city. The keys to the city. Just was it his birthday? You know, I just don't get it. This should be outrage. This should be outrage. This should be outrage. You know, the real people I see doing the most destructive behavior aren't the same color as me. They aren't the same color as me. Sorry, but not sorry. You know, I think back to when my family was terrorized by police, all because some dumbass Walmart employee suspected that my wife and I were stealing because of some other guy in front of us was using a register trying to steal. He happened to be black. And when he left, we used that same register. We didn't know he was doing whatever he was doing. But the employee sent the police to our house. They ended up throwing my wife to the ground, bumping her head, all types of crazy. I got kids in the house seeing all this. Then I come outside to see what the hell's going on. I end up in handcuffs, only to be released like 15 minutes later. It was a mistake. You know, it's just they be so thirsty to lock a nigga up. They be so thirsty to break up a family. They be so thirsty to put a nigga down in the grave. So thirsty. It's like, I don't know where they get this. I don't know what kind of adrenaline rush. I don't know if they dicks get hard when they able to exert their authority on a black man. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. Now my kids looking around like, my kids don't even like law enforcement. They scared of law enforcement. I remember being a kid, I used to want to be a police officer. But as I got older and older and seeing what the hell was going on, and I got little kids that witnessed what happened to their mother and their father, scared of law enforcement. Scared of law enforcement. Somebody come knock on the door. Oh, is that the police, daddy? This the kind of shit that nobody talks about. People turn a blind eye to. Nobody cares. Discussions that nobody wants to have. No politicians, no city council members, nobody. But being a black man has become like the #1 crime in America. On some real shit. It's your boy Deonte. I'm done with this here today, man. Glad that Terence Crawford is okay. And I hope this spark some real conversations because they need to be had. They really do. It's your boy Deonte Lamar with Deonte Lamar TV. I apologize. I lost my voice off of this one. I'm outraged. I'm out.
Beat by Apollo. Whoa, whoa.